guys, welcome back to Neptuna Tarot. My name is Cassidy. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope you guys have been enjoying the content, subscribing, sharing with your friends, getting personal readings, which are still open. But today, for our pick a card reading, we will be doing a reading on what makes you so lovable. So I love this topic. I'm super excited to see what comes out for you guys. Let's go ahead and go through the piles. Pile number 1, we have Saraswati. Express yourself through creative activities. Okay. So pile number 2, we have the lovely Hathor. Receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Love it. Okay, and then pile number 3. I always have trouble picking up here, guys. The struggle. Okay, pile number 3, we have Abundanida. I just totally butchered that, but prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Okay, so as always, guys, I shuffle music for each of the piles. If you're still having a hard time deciding which pile is for you, there will also be a 30-second meditation where I'll zoom in on the cards and you guys can take a good look and make a decision there. So you can find all the timestamps in the description. I will see you at your reading. Bye, y'all. Hi there, pile number 1. So this is a trial number 2. I actually just started getting really into the reading, maybe about like not very far, like 2-3 minutes in, where I was really pinpointing the energy. So let's jump back into pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose Saraswati, the arts. Express yourself through creative activities. Okay, so what I was saying, let me go ahead and repeat myself because it was a really awesome energy. What makes you so lovable? Pile number 1. There is just so many layers to you. I think that specifically Spirit wanted me to use different kind of oracle cards today because it really wanted me to go into how multi-dimensional, complicated, layered that we all are, and like how that makes us so beautiful, because I'm just looking around and I'm seeing so many different aspects of yourself that make you really shine, that make you beautiful, that make you so lovable to other people. So right away, obviously, if you chose Saraswati, you guys are creative. You guys are my artist here. You guys love to create and you love to express yourself through creation. So that can be creation of song, that can be creation of visual arts, through dance, through theater. There's so many expressions of art, but take your pick here. I just think that you, because of your expression, you are able to connect with the people around you very well, because you're able to be vulnerable and to say, this is my human experience and this is my expression of that human experience, and I want to share it with people, and people relate to you, you know, people get it, people understand, people connect, and that is what is making you so lovable, is the connection. The connections that you have with other people is so beautiful, it's so powerful, it's so strong. We have communication here, so you could definitely be somebody who is a great communicator. Like you, because of your words, because of the things that you say, because of things you write, possibly poems, music, whatever it is here that you write, books, your communication is an expression of human experience. And I don't know, people love your words. They just, what makes you so lovable is your words, your communication, the way you say things. It really, I think, just, it makes people feel, I feel like it makes them feel like they have to be mindful, is what I'm getting, is like you kind of create this mindfulness where it's like you're gonna kind of activate someone's brain, and through you know, and people just love that you take them there. They love that you're vulnerable enough to express yourself, and not only that, is that they're like learning through your communication and connection and expression, like all these, oh my god, it's overwhelming. Okay, so let's keep going. What makes you so lovable? Okay, so I'm kind of drawn to both of these at the same time. So this Prince aspect and also this Sekhmet, which is really interesting because pile 2 is Sekhmet, so there might be messages for you there as well, possibly. If you feel it, you feel it. If you don't, you don't. Okay, and I do want to kind of mention, bottom of the deck, we also had Queen. Okay, so I'm not going to read it, but I'm getting with Prince and Queen here, there's also this regality to you. There is a regality to your energy that people find very, I think some people are intimidated, not only by your art, your creation, but your communication. I don't know if you speak very educated. I don't know, like you have a very educated way of speaking and it's very intimidating to other people. But we also have, so we're gonna read the light attribute for these cards. Pardon me. So it says romantic charm and potential for power. Ooh, so that's also an energy, is like what makes you so lovable is there's something just very charming about you. It's almost like It's feeling masculine, it's feeling romantic as well. Like some people I think might develop crushes on you, but it's because they see just how powerful your energy can be, especially with your expression of self. Like your expression of self is so strong, and people find this very like brave. Like your vulnerability is something that also makes you intimidating here. Let's see here. But with Sekhmet we have justice. Oh my goodness. So there's almost like this energy of justice, and with the prince as well, it's almost like you really would want to be a fair leader. If you are somebody that's in charge, you really want everybody involved to be happy. You want the situation to be fair. I think you're just somebody who might be a really good leader as well. With Prince, you might not be the leader yet, but it's almost like the potential is there. That's what I'm getting, is like there's a strong potential to become a leader. I just think you're more focused on like the arts and like creating that. I don't think you're somebody who's like, I don't know, I feel like you're a leader when you have to be kind of energy. But it's also like people trust you to make just and fair decisions. We also have environment, so that's interesting. What makes you so lovable? Your environment? I don't know. You could also express yourself through your environment as well. Like people can really get to know you by the way that you live in your home. Okay, like what makes you lovable is like people see the real you through your environment. You might express yourself creatively within your space. Yeah, you might have a lot of colors, especially is what I'm getting with the rainbow. Like you might have a bunch of colors or something in your environment. What makes you so lovable is your environment. The environment that you also create. I feel like you create like a safe place, like a fair place for people to feel like, with this world in the cat's little hands, and this cat is a little angel. It's like they feel taken care of, okay, when they're in your environment. But I also just feel like, I don't know, it's something about like people see another side of you whenever they're in your environment. Maybe it's something about the way you feel. Maybe you feel safe. Maybe you feel more comfortable, more open. Or it's something about the way you decorate, the way you express your environment here. So we have prosperity and abundance. Look at this. This is so sweet. So what makes you so lovable is, I think you're somebody who really enjoys your abundance. Like when you do have good things in your life, you're very, very grateful for those things. Let's see here. And people could also love you for the things that you do financially for them. Like that's not the best energy to be in, but it's almost like people, like I said, it's something about your environment, your abundance. It's like people feel taken care of when they're around you. People feel safe when they're around you here. Because I think you have a sense of peace to you, and that you feel happy to kind of just be here, breathing in the air, the fresh air here. And people just feel a sense of abundance when they're around you in your environment. So we also have, let's see this. Oh wait, before we get to the tarot, let's reveal, what is this guy over here? Pioneer. Oh wow, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like you're a leader, but it's like I don't think that you kind of want to be a leader. Like I think you're kind of more of a pioneer, where it's almost like you just, passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. See, it's all about that creating, the doing and the creating. It's more like, I think you kind of want to lead by example through like your own ambition to like do something that no one has ever done before, you know, to kind of be a pioneer, to be an example. Wow, like I feel like, yeah, you really want to, I don't know, just express your heart, and just, I think, you know, there, to me, I've been feeling really like we are all expressions of the universe, and so every expression deserves to, you know, be expressed, to be exposed, to let it out. And I feel like that's kind of what you're doing here, is you have a story, you have an expression of the universe that you are wanting to share. And I think that you just have this passion for going there, for creating this. And not everybody has the courage to do that. Not everybody is going to go there. So I think that that's why there's like this courageousness that people just love about you. They love that you're willing to try something new, that you're willing to show people something new. And what I love too is we have the 3 of Pentacles here. This is telling me that you also understand how important it is to collaborate with other people, to collaborate with people in order to build and create something bigger than yourself. So I'm seeing you being somebody who's also a team player. People love you because you are a team player, because you know how to work well with others. I think you know how to share, you know how to get the job done, you know how to play your part very, very well, as long as everybody else does, as long as everybody can come together and do what they're supposed to do. I think that you have created things in the past that have been really powerful, really beautiful, and it's because you were willing to collaborate, you were willing to ask for help, you were willing to work with others. Like you saw beyond yourself, and you were able to, in order, especially because of this pioneer energy, this ambitious, driven energy, this passion that you have, that drove you to go there. People love it. They love to see that. With Temperance in reverse. Okay. I think that also within, it's going under environment here, so might kind of tie together is what I'm getting. With Temperance reverse, this is kind of an imbalance. This is some lack of harmony here. So it's like what I was getting earlier was a lot of peace. So I think you are grateful for the things that you have, but I think that you do find yourself in times of imbalance, find yourself kind of pushed off of your center. And I think that there are moments where people have seen you, I want to say emotional. I want to say they've seen you kind of, not that emotional is in any way wrong, but it's more like not emotional. It's like they've seen you in very imbalanced energies, like very, you know, impatient is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a lot of impatience that you have created from some levels of imbalance. Okay, and I feel like this imbalance is coming from an environment. But remember, this is still coming through in what makes you lovable. So that's what I was kind of getting earlier, is that it's like people understand you better when they're in your environment. And I think that people also understand you better when they see you imbalanced, when they kind of see you in moments of your shadow aspects. And they also understand you better because when you show these shadow aspects, they understand, I think, that it might have come from a certain environment. You know, we like nurture versus nature. I don't know. It's kind of giving, yeah, like what environment were you raised in? And that's kind of like, people still love to see these sides of you because it's like, it shows that you are real, is what I'm getting. Like, you're a real person. You're not just all, I don't think you're just trying to be like a commodity. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you're just trying to do it for like the sake of capitalism or anything like that. You truly just have a passion for whatever it is you're creating. And I don't know, I just think that people like to see the shadow. They like to see the imbalanced side. They like to see that aspect because it, once again, remember, it's all coming back to connection. You are expressing your human experience, good and bad. And I think that it's beautiful because people feel, I think that's where that prosperity and abundance, they feel just more relaxed around you because they see a lot of realness. I don't know, a lot of realness. Yeah, like they love you for it. Like I'm just, what I keep getting is like somebody who like swears a lot, you know, like they swear like a sailor, and it's just like those kinds of things. It's like they're not perfect. You're not perfect in any way, shape, or form. There's a lot of things that might frustrate you, make you very impatient, and I think, I don't know, people might find it amusing or just like lovable. They find it lovable for some reason. To kind of just see you have real human experience. You're just like them. You're just like me when I get stuck in traffic and I get upset. You're just like me, you know, like it's that energy of like we, you know, connecting even on that shadow level. We have the Hermit in reverse. What makes you so lovable is that you have come out to shine. You have gotten out there. There's this courageousness that people like to see. They just really truly wish that they could come out to shine, that they could, like, people, oh, I'm getting an envious energy because what I'm getting is you're not the hermit. The hermit are the people who are like looking up to you and like they're not really letting themselves out to shine the way that you do. And so I am getting a little bit of envy with the love here. You know, they love you so much because you have done it. You've gone there. You've expressed yourself and your experience, and people wish that they could do that too. They just dream of expressing their experience in a similar way. And I just really want to go back to connection once again because we have bottom of the deck, King of Cups. People love you because you love them. Okay, pile one. People love you because you are loving, you're kind, you're gentle. You're somebody very level-headed who tries to make very empathetic like decisions. You have so much empathy here. You have mastered some level of emotional maturity here where I think you just really respect other people's emotions. You respect other people's like boundaries, I think, here. And King of Swords. Oh, what? That's crazy because this communication, people just love, you've mastered not only expressing your heart, right, with this pioneer, this passion for doing and creating what has not been done before, and like I think it's coming straight from the heart here. This is truly coming straight from the heart with this King of Swords, but then there's also the courage to communicate it, to like express it, to put it out there, to say it. You're not afraid to say it, and to say it well, okay? To say it very, very well. So I am going to leave it at that, pile number one. I think that was a beautiful message. You guys are amazing. I would be lucky to have a pile number one in my life. Sending you so much love, light, protection, blessings. If you enjoyed it, hey, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, share it with a friend. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you guys. Until next time, see ya, bye. Hi there, pile number 2. You guys chose Hathor. Receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Okay, so I'm getting some Taurus energy here. But what makes you so lovable, pile number 2? Okay, this is really interesting energy because I don't know if you guys can tell, but a lot of the cards came up face down. And I usually go ahead and take that as a message. I usually go ahead and just, this is just how I've always read. And so what we have coming out here, like let's compare it to pile 1, where there was only one card face down. And so in comparison, you guys, what makes you so lovable is that you guys are a little bit private, okay? Like you guys are a little bit on do not disturb mode a little bit. So I also have this card bottom of the deck. We had silence come out too. So I'm just kind of getting this energy of, I feel like what makes you so lovable is that you make people feel really special once they get to know you. Like you are somebody who kind of makes people feel like excited as if they got the in, or they, like this person is giving me time of day or attention, or I don't know, you just make people feel very, very special and lucky that they get to know. I don't know if it's like secrets or like experiences, or just when they get to know you closer and they get to see the lovable aspects of you. It's like they feel so honored that they get to be able to see that side of you. But what's showing? Oh my goodness, pile number 1. So what we do have showing, let's go over that. We have child magical. So seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. So people get a very magical energy from you. I don't know why. It's kind of coming across as like ethereal or intimidating, or just like people they know that it's an honor or a privilege, or I don't know, it feels so weird. Why would I don't know if you would even feel comfortable with people feeling like that, but it's just how people come to love you and see you as a little bit magical, a little bit like a fairy. I don't know, getting fairy energy. But yeah, I'm just seeing you guys see the good and the beauty in so many things. It's giving Libra, Taurus energy. I'm also getting a little bit of Pisces, but I'm just getting you guys look for, it's with Pisces, that can be a little delusional, but you guys look for the beauty in life. You look for, I think you also like to make things around you beautiful, or I don't know if you guys are just very beautiful. That could also be where the intimidation energy is coming from. But I don't know, people just really feel like you have a lot of optimism as well that makes you very lovable. Your optimism, your ability just to see the beauty in things, and just your optimism, people love that about you. We also have wild. So this is really fun energy. So what I was saying, okay, is that people find you, they know when they're around you, they're gonna have a good time. They're always excited to get around you. You might be hard to get a hold of as well. I don't know, people really want to go, I feel party with you. They want to go have fun with you. They know that you're a little bit wild, you're a little bit magical. You could really be into spiritual theories, or aliens is what I just heard. Kind of, some of you guys are really into off the rocker kind of things, but people find it really wild and fun. And I think that, okay, so Hathor, you know, to me is the goddess of pleasure. She's like somebody, and also fertility, of course. Like so many Egyptian goddesses were worshipped for, or prayed to, yeah, worshipped for fertility. But Hathor also represented like having a good time, you know, like just being in this energy of pleasure. To me, it also feels very sexual. So people could love you because you might have like a sexual energy, a seductive energy about you as well. So people could love that wild, seductive, magical energy. And what I was telling pile one is I felt really called to pull a bunch of different oracle cards today, like one from each, you know, because I think spirit really wanted me to see the layers of each pile. And I'm just seeing these like these really just gorgeous blends of energies. Like it makes me like I'm grinning here because it makes me excited because, you know, when you can start seeing people multi-dimensionally, like we are such complicated beings, energies, all of us, and it's just so beautiful to see your layers here because we haven't even gotten, I feel like, oh my god, we're like 7 minutes in and I feel like we barely touched the surface of what makes you so lovable. And I think you just, it's already so much, and like I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface. So we do have make a move. What makes you so lovable is you're the person that's gonna make the move. I feel like you're the person who, like, especially, I don't know if when you were younger, or if you are young, like you're the friend that will go and make the move on, like, for an example, like school kid crushes where your friend like has a crush on somebody and like is too shy to ask them. You're the person who's gonna make a move. Like you're the person that they would go to because they know that you would make the move. And I don't know, I just feel like you're almost like people's partner in crime is what I'm getting with this wild energy. Especially like you're a little bit like you like to, like, when I picture Hathor, I just picture the Egyptian parties, like the house parties that they would have, where everybody would look really beautiful and they would just be like drunk on wine and just eating bread, you know, like, you know, screw it. It's just like, I just see like it's, you have this energy of being open to receiving what life has to offer. That's what makes you so lovable, is that you have this receptivity of the good, pleasurable things in the world. You could definitely be a hedonist is what I'm getting. Pile number two, like you're the person with the balls. You're the person with I don't know. I was trying to say something like on the opposite spectrum of that, of genders, like balls to like, but anyways, let's just get past that. I was gonna say like fat ass. I don't know, you're the one who's just brave is what I'm trying to say. You are so brave, and just, it's like you're a little bit scary brave. It's like people get a little bit scared of your energy. Like that's why I think this is coming through as wild, because most people wouldn't, I think, go there. Some people would consider it outside their realm of like possibility. Like they just wouldn't do that. And I think that you are just wild. Like people are a little bit intimidated because you are willing to take it there, to go there, to make a move. So let's go ahead and see what else we have. What else is going on here? So let's go ahead and let's start with this one. We have lover. I'm telling you, you guys are like hedonist, just like drinking wine, like loving everybody. I'm also getting, okay, like this 18 and older, my reading's 18 and older. I know there's a lot of colors and light and whatever, but this is 18 and older because people love you because you're sexy. I don't know, like people really love the idea of receiving love from you too, especially. But like I was getting orgy energy because with just this wild energy is really throwing me off. And now we have lover, so wild lover, you know, like so yeah, let's get through this. Great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. What did I say in the beginning? I said, you make people feel special. You make people feel really seen and heard and loved. You know how to, I feel like, show people appreciation it to where they just feel incredibly loved. And I think it's because of your loving nature, your loving, giving nature. That could also be a reason that you do stay a little bit more private. But your loving, giving nature, because you are this way, it comes back to you. So people love to give to you. What makes you so lovable is that you're giving and people give to you. So it's just like this receptivity of love. I just feel like you know how to, you know, make people feel really good, really special. You know what it takes to really express love to other people. And I don't know, people just feel really blessed and magic when they meet you. It's really fun energy. Ooh, we have Neath, perseverance. So what makes you so lovable is your perseverance. I think that you're somebody who has seen a lot of the dark side. You might have experienced, I just heard tragedies. Like I don't say that normally, you know? You've experienced tragedies, and I think people understand why you have a wild nature. I think that you live as if there is no tomorrow kind of energy. And I think that you keep pushing, you keep moving forward, you keep going, because you know that there's more to life than those dark spaces. You know that there's light too. You know that there's love where there, and I think love, light, all that, you know, the cheesy stuff. I know that's so cheesy. Oh my God. It, you know, it is either a balance to that darkness, or, you know, it still serves some kind of purpose in some way for you in this experience. And I just feel like you have found some way to persevere, some way to push through, and people love you for that. They love that you have pushed past those dark spaces, those dark times, those dark decisions is what I just heard. And you have kept going, and you have chosen to keep loving, to keep your heart open, and to also like live your life to the fullest. Move forward. Yes, that's exactly. We have perseverance and move forward. So that's exactly the energy is like the reason you're so brave as well, the reason you're so willing to live in the pleasures of life and, you know, just experience it fully is because you haven't always been in this energy. You haven't always been able to enjoy yourself, to have a pleasurable experience. I think that it's taken a lot for you to move forward, to persevere, to get to this point, and that's why you appreciate it so much. You're so grateful for getting to this point because you just, I don't know, I just feel like you've experienced a lot, and people don't see that right away. They just see the wild, you know, they see the magic, they see the bravery, they see that people give to you, and I feel like people don't understand it always, but it's also like people who have seen you at your worst, people who have seen you move forward past some really dark times. So let's go ahead and see what the tarot has to say. I'm so excited. Oh, Three of Swords, exactly. I felt like we needed to kind of keep talking about it because there's a reason you're private. Not everyone needs to see this. Not everyone needs to know this. The people, your loved ones, get to see this. They get to see when you're heartbroken. They get to see when you're betrayed. They get to see the side of you that is very raw and human and dark. And I think people love you so much because they've seen the heartache. They've seen the darkness. Like, look how, like, the dark clouds here. This is one of the most painful cards of the deck. And you have experienced it. I just heard, like, with the three times. I don't normally hear that kind of thing, but there could have been like 3 extreme experiences for you that really affected you, that really put a sword into the heart kind of energy, that you had to persevere with. Like, you could name 3 really traumatic moments, but I think you would only say and talk about it to the people you love and trust. Like, you truly would only open up to the people who have seen you persevere, the people who see the side of you that is very strong and also a little bit broken. Like, I don't want to say it like that. I don't, like, that's not, nobody's broken, you know what I mean? I don't think any of us are truly broken, but I think that there have been moments where you felt that way. You felt broken for some reason. Either your brain was like telling you that, maybe because of the mistakes that you've made, maybe because you have a wild streak. There could have been people around you, you know, that made you feel shame for who you were. I don't know, you've been through so much. Like, you're not just this wild party animal, you know, sees the good, loving, everything. Like, there's more to you than meets the eye. I think that's also what people love about you, is that there's so much more to you. There's a lot of heartbreak that people don't see. 4 of Cups. I love that this is in reverse because it's showing me that you have released a lot of disappointment. You have released a lot of things that you can't control. You have allowed yourself into a space of pleasure and enjoyment. You've really put yourself in this energy of truly enjoying your experience because you've already faced all of the bullshit. You've already faced all the disappointment. And you had to work to release it, to persevere, to move forward. And I just think you have this energy of, I'm never going back. I'm never going back to that. 3 of Pentacles, beautiful. So yes, and I think once again, it comes back to, you have so much love for the people around you. I think that you really, 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 really love people. You love people so deeply because I think that through your experiences, when you went to these dark places, I think that you did have certain people that you could fall back on. And I don't know, I just get like you have really supportive people because of just how loving you are. It's like it's coming back around to you, okay? You could also have a really special partner who works really well with you. But what I'm getting with this 3 of Pentacles is what makes you so lovable is also you have an ability here to collaborate with others. Like, I think that you understand that it takes community, it takes a village, that it takes love, that it truly takes spreading love, spreading appreciation, so that you can have this receptivity where people, you know, want to do things for you and they love to do things for you. And it's allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. And I just get a sense of, with this Three of Pentacles, it's all about coming together, collaborating in order to build something bigger than yourself. And I think that you're moving out of this disappointment, this heartbreak. And I think you're finally getting to a place where you're realizing, I do need other people. And with the Seven of Wands at the bottom, this is about, you know, lowering your defenses. I think some of you guys are a little bit scared to really tell your story. And what I'm seeing here is somebody who is very, very, very street smart is what I want to say. Not even that, because wasn't I saying, oh no, that was the pile one. But you're very incredibly loving. You care about community so much, and like creating community, and I just feel like building relationships with other people. You have so much love to give, basically. But I think that not only that, you have been through, I feel like, traumatic experiences where you had to push past and come back to enjoying your existence. And I think that if people really saw the real you and the real authentic version of yourself that has went through this pain, and I think, you know, if you kind of let more people in, or I don't know, I'm just getting like, it's kind of like a message of advice coming through for you from spirit, of like letting your defenses down, and, you know, understanding that not everybody here is going to hurt you. Some people are actually going to build with you and are going to be really trustworthy. They're not going to disappoint you. They're going to be people you can actually build with, and they'll play their part, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of getting this energy of, yeah, people, what makes you so lovable is that people feel very special when you let them in, when you collaborate with them, when you love them. Oh, look, we also had trust. Oh, my cat's toy. We also had trust here. That's what I'm saying. It's like people really learn how to trust you. Like, I just think that you really are in the moment with other people. Like, you show people undivided attention. Okay, so, and we also had, I do want to just show you trickster, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. I think you're fun too. I just feel like people have so much fun when they're around you. Okay, so that is all the time that I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that these messages resonated with you. If they did, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Until next time, I'm sending you love, light, protection, blessings. All right, bye. See ya. Hey there, pile number 3. You guys picked Abundanita. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Okay, so I was kind of getting a connection to this pile and pile number 2, especially they also pulled Trickster over here. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Pile number 3, what makes you so lovable here is I think you're somebody very giving. I think that you are incredibly giving. You're somebody who loves to give gifts to people, to give money to people. I think that you're somebody who attracts a lot of wealth, a lot of abundance, a lot of money. Even if you're not somebody, I think, like well off, it's just like you might always have enough, or you just have abundance. You have the things that you need. Okay. I think that people love you as well because there's almost this energy of you working on something. So I'm seeing you working on something, and people really love that. They see this project is what I'm feeling, that you are creating, you're working really hard on, and it's almost like they love you for that project, or just the way it's something about your work ethic as well. It's almost like people know you're working very, very hard on something, or creating something, or building something, building abundance. It's almost like people know that whether or not you have money, you will have money in the future. Like, you will be taken care of, you will be abundant. And with prosperity here, yeah, and also with it being the universe is pouring its abundance out to you, it's almost like people feel you are a little bit blessed by the universe, by the opportunities that you have. So yeah, let's keep going. So what makes you so lovable? We have scribe. Preserving knowledge and information. See, that's what I'm saying, is like there's this energy of you're creating something, you're working on something, and it could be like a book. It could be, I don't know, with scribe here, it just feels a lot like writing, but you know, it could be related to something else, like writing music or something like that, writing poetry. There's something that you could be writing at this time that, if it's not that, I don't know, because for some of you, I'm not getting this for everybody. It could definitely just be like a project that you're working really, really hard on. And it's like a long project. It's like a really like informational project. I don't know, like something that you've put a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of knowledge into. So we also have trickster. Such an interesting energy to balance it out. You know, all of the piles have shown just layers of, you know, humanity, and how we're just so multi-dimensional, and we just have so many layers to love about ourselves. So with trickster, we have transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Yep, so I think that people love you because you are a bit of a mystery, I think is what I'm hearing. Like enigma is what I just heard. Like some people do not understand your energy because I think that you're a little bit unconventional. I mean, I don't think Tiana, because that's who I was seeing in my head as like kind of that, the one who, yeah, I guess that does make a lot of sense for this reading, is Tiana. Like from Princess and the Frog, you know, I'm seeing the scene where she's working and her friends are inviting her out, and she's like, no guys, you know, gotta save up for my restaurant. It's like a big goal, like it's like a big project, it's like a big dream that you have, and you're so focused on it, almost to the point where I think socially you could be suffering a little bit. It could be a little bit unconventional, or people just they just have a hard time understanding you because you could be focused on different things than your friend group, than the people around you. You could be really super hyper focused on what it is you're working on. Transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. But I don't know, I think that people love you because you still surprise them. Like you're still like a little bit, I'm hearing cheeky. You're somebody who's still very fun, cheeky, a bit of a jokester, trickster. Like people can't really predict your behavior. So we also had over here, cleansing body and spirit. Okay, this is interesting. I think you're very refreshing is what I'm getting. People love you because you're very refreshing. Like you feel like a cleanse. Like you feel like just water to the face, like just a splash of water to the face, like just so refreshing here. And I think that you kind of, I don't know, you just, I'm hearing the song hit differently. You guys just seriously, you just stand out in whatever community you are in. You stand out, but it's especially because of your work ethic, how hard you work, and it's also like the goal, the dream. Like people believe in the goal and the dream that you have because they've seen you make it this far, you know? And I feel like people also love you because I think that you try to not carry a lot of baggage with you. I think that you really work to cleanse your body and spirit. Like you're somebody who tries to work through, you know, your issues, what's troubling you, what's making you feel heavy or worn down. I think that you're somebody who really does try to feel your best. And that's where also that abundance comes from, because I just think you're just so focused on doing the things, I think, in a certain way. You could be very, I don't know, what I'm getting is like neurodivergence, okay? Like a lot of you pile 3 could have some neurodivergence going on here where you're a little bit different from the crowd. You have certain way of doing things that other people wouldn't normally, I think, do the same way. But I also just get a sense of like lightness, especially, with positivity here. Okay, like I think that people love you because you keep it positive, you keep it light. I think you're always looking for what can I do about this versus why did this happen to me? You're almost looking at like, why did this happen for me? You know, like you have that attitude of why did this happen for me instead of why did this happen to me? And I think that people find that really empowering. People feel like you're very empowered. People love you because you're very empowered here. Let's keep going. So we have Newt, understanding. Awesome. Yeah, like people just get a sense of like you understand what you're doing. Like you really know what it is you're doing. It's so funny because I feel like you can be very misunderstood. You can be very, very misunderstood by people. And so I think that you try to be very understanding to other people because you know what it feels like to be so misunderstood. So it's kind of giving me like this sadness energy where it's like you really try to treat people the way that you would like to be treated. And people love you for that. Like people love that you are so understanding of others. Yeah, I'm just getting know, I'm also just getting this energy of like, you just get it. Like, you just know what to do next. You know what step to take next in order to get to that 10 of Pentacles. Like, you're at this 8 of Pentacles and you're going to get to that 10 of Pentacles. The people around you, they know that. Everybody knows this about you. And that's why they love you, is like they understand that you're on your own path. You're on this journey here. But people just love how understanding you are of other people as well. Is like, I think that you really take your time to think about why people do and say and act the way that they do, you know? But I also feel like you try not to like let it bother you either. With this cleansing body spirit, you try to cleanse it. Yeah, silence. And I was getting silence from this energy too. And look at all these blues here. We have so much blue. With silence, I think that you understand how important it is to be silent and to listen to your intuition, and to also listen to like your body, your soul, your spirit, to really get to the root of what's troubling you or what you can be, you know, focused on at that time. I just get a sense of like you really love you've learned to love silence is what I'm hearing. You've learned to find so much peace in silence and just being open to receiving. Be open to receiving. You have learned how to be open to receiving. That's why people love you, is that you know when to be quiet. Okay, I think people love you because you bring a lot of comfortable silence. I'm hearing this song, one of my favorite songs is Easy Silence by The Chicks. Let me see if I can think of the lyric. When the calls and conversations, accidents and accusations, messages and misconceptions paralyze my mind. Muscle car and airplanes leaving, burning fuels of gasoline, and everyone is running, and I come to find refuge in the easy silence that you make for me. It's okay when there's nothing more to say to me. So yeah, it's like basically saying like you create easy silence. Like you create comfortable, easy silence. Like people just feel good. Like you radiate this positivity. You radiate this trust in the universe that everything's going to be okay, that you're going to get what it is you need to receive, and that if you keep doing things step by step by step, you're going to get to where you need to be. Like people just feel like you understand your own blueprint, like you understand your own like trajectory here. But yes, I love this 8 of Pentacles. Like to me it just shows people love you because you're a hard worker. People love you because you can do like repetitive work. People love you because you can build, like you can truly build, because you have the patience and ability and the work ethic, all of it put into to really get to your goals. Like you know that it's leading you to somewhere higher, somewhere better, somewhere like to your abundance. Okay, we also have this Knight of Swords in reverse. So with silence here, we also have Trickster, transcending convention, stuffiness, predictable behavior. Now we have this Knight of Swords. I feel like those cards are kind of connecting here. I'm getting this energy of people love you because sometimes you impulsively say the wrong thing. Okay, like I'm just gonna say that. Like you might not always think about what you say, and people love that impulsivity a little bit because it's very authentic, it's very like honest. but at the same time, it's a little bit silly is what I'm getting to. Like, it's this kind of trickster energy of sometimes I think that you do put your foot in your mouth a little bit. And I think it's just because you have this unconventional nature about you. So it's like people, like, you don't always process that people are going to understand, like, get the joke. Like, you don't always realize something that's super funny to you might not be very funny to other people. I don't know. And I just think that sometimes you just don't always think about what you say before you say it. And it's like people do love that about you, is that you just kind of say things. Like, I think that sometimes you just kind of blurt things out that maybe you shouldn't have said, but it's almost like they love that you said it anyways. But also with silence, we have like this other spectrum of like people love you at the same time because it's like you still know when to be quiet. Like, I don't think you're somebody who's like overly communicative. Like, I think you're somebody who, yes, you put your foot in your mouth sometimes and people love you for it. But at the same time, with this Knight of Swords being in reverse, I just feel like you just love to feel. I don't know. Like, I feel like you could be very connected to spirit, the universe, and you just love to flow through this existence. And I just feel like you don't want to talk about it. Like, you don't always want to put it into words. I think you could be somebody who, if you're going to put it into words, it's going to be like in this really well written, preserved way, like in a book, you know, in a computer. Like, you're going to really put the time and energy to scribe something and not just like waste words, like just to be gossiping or just to be, you know, just to say it. I think you do put your foot in your mouth though sometimes. It's funny. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so people love you, and we did have, okay, bottom of the deck we have the Three of Swords, and we also have the Devil. Let me soak this in here. What makes you so lovable? Oh, pile 3. No, it's actually kind of sad. It's getting a little bit sad here. So what makes you so lovable? Remember how I started this reading saying you are very giving. I think that you have overgiven, especially in the past. I think you definitely could have overgave to people who were very selfish, very cruel, very indulgent people. And I think that they saw that you were a very hard worker. They also saw that you were prone to this prosperity, almost kind of blessed with abundance by the universe here. And it's almost like I get a sense of people really wanting to take from you, people getting a little bit greedy because of your generosity. Yes, I do get a sense of like people love you because they know that you would give the shirt off of your back. People love you because they know that you would give almost to a detriment of self, which isn't healthy. You know, I do want to say that's not the best. Like, you need to have boundaries and not overgive. But I think that you have also been hurt. You have definitely been hurt, betrayed because of this overgiving nature. I just feel like you had people around you who took advantage of this giving nature. You know, they were just in this devil energy of wanting to control and indulge. And I think that they saw you as an opportunity, and they wanted to take from that. And I think that it broke your heart. I think it breaks your heart quite often that people might only love you for your money. People might only love you for your abundance. People might only love you for what you can give to them. And so I get that that's also this weird layer of people loving you, where it's like they see that even though you've been taken advantage of, you know, you still are so understanding. You're still so positive. You're still such a hard worker. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a sense of, despite what people have taken from you, you have still managed to, you know, cleanse body and spirit. Yes, I love that that's right under there. You have been able to push past this baggage. And what is under here? I have to know. 7 of Wands. Oh, I love it because pile 2, it's all connected. Pile 2 had this at the bottom of their deck. And what I told them was, not everyone will hurt you, you know, kind of energy, because they had also pulled 3 of Swords. So I just get a sense of people love you because they see what you've been through. They see that you've been taken advantage of, and they see that even though you have gone through some horrible experiences relationally, you still let your guard down. You still are open to love. You still, you know, are vulnerable with other people. And people love that about you. People just love that about you. There is something here about, you know, communication. With Scribe, we also have communication. With this Knight of Swords, I don't know why, I get a sense that people are almost shocked when you communicate. Like, you could be somebody quiet or just pretty, I don't know, I'm hearing mute. And it's almost like your communication is so valued. Like, people really, really, really look. We also had bottom of the deck over here, speak your mind. Okay, so people love you when, especially when you speak your mind, when you communicate. People desperately want to hear your narrative. They want to hear your side of things. They know that it's unconventional, but I think that you also crave understanding from other people. So I just feel like it would be really beneficial, and you would find more people in love with you. Not in love, but, you know, more people love in a loving energy towards you if you spoke your mind and if you shared your experiences, good and bad. I think the silence is a beautiful aspect of your nature, but I don't know, I'm just getting, you could be working on a book, you could be working on expressing yourself, on communicating, on speaking your mind, and it could be a big project, honestly, for some of you here. But either way, people love that about you. They love what you have to say. They love your narrative. They want to hear from you. So very interesting, pile 3. I think I'm going to leave it there. That is all the time I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Until next time, sending you love, light, protection, blessings. Bye! Hi, pile number 4. You guys unlocked the bonus reading. So basically, this is just me pulling some cards for myself with the topic, and hopefully you guys also resonate here. Hopefully that this is something that you also need to hear. So maybe this is also things that are very, very lovable about you as well. Today I decided to just do the oracle cards for this pile 4. So this is usually like a shorter version of the other piles as well. So let's go ahead and jump in. I did shuffle from the Goddess Oracle that we used today, and we pulled Yamanya. I usually call her Yamaya, so it's a little weird. I'm like, Yamanya? I don't know. I prefer Yamaya, but because I'm pretty sure it's the same goddess. But yeah, important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Okay, golden opportunity here. So why do people love you? Some people may think you have a golden opportunity, and so people love that for you, is what I'm hearing. I love that for you. But we also pulled Hermit. Okay, so seek solitude to focus intently on inner life. Serves personal creativity. So people love you because you could be a bit of a hermit, a bit of a loner here. You could definitely prefer a lot of solitude here. You could be somebody very introverted, but it's almost like people love you for that energy, and they also see that it is something that is meant to improve your inner life. Like if you're seeking solitude, it's serving some kind of reason. It could be also you feel inspired when you are alone and focused. So serves personal creativity here. So some people could love the things that you create when you are in solitude. Okay, there's something here heavily with solitude. We seek solitude. We have solitude here as well. So people love that you're kind of like this loner. I don't know, like you're kind of like this. You're somebody who definitely creates a lot of solitude for themselves. And I'm almost getting this energy of you don't pressure yourself, you know, to go out socially. Like it's almost like it's not, I don't see it affecting you incredibly negatively here that you have solitude, because it's coming through as people seem to like that about you, that it's almost like you've done the introspection. You've learned a lot about yourself through isolation, through solitude. And I'm not saying that it's good, like for those of you who are like a mega hermit who just like don't, you know, like I think it's still important to go out there and have friendships, have relationships, people you can rely on, people you can get different perspectives from. Like, you know, I really do believe it takes a community, it takes a village, but I think that you're just kind of, I don't know, I'm getting an introversion, like or an introvertness, where it's just like you prefer it. It's not that you dislike people or you dislike relationships, but it's just more of like you prefer it that way. And it could also, just like I said, be related to your creativity. You could create a lot better when you are alone. We also pulled Bully here. So pile number 4, it says highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Wow, this is a really awesome energy. I feel like you have, like I said, you have done a lot of introspection. That's why people love you. They love that you understand yourself very well. And I think that it's a little intimidating to others. And I think that people also worry. I don't know, I'm kind of getting this energy of people wondering, like, if you even want to be around them kind of energy. And so it's like people love when you, when you're not hermiting, isolating. Like people feel, I guess it's kind of giving me a little pile too, not as much, but like you make people feel special when you let them in, when you allow them to see this side of you. When you let them in, because I think that you you might have this introvertedness where you would rather be more solitary. So, but let's get back to this. Helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. I think that, yeah, like you have confronted a lot of the fears that you've had. And I think you've kind of, because you've spent a lot of time alone, maybe for some of you being alone could have been a fear for you in the past. Maybe you've even worked past those fears that tried to kind of bully you, tried to control you and make you choose differently. Because I'm getting a little bit of shame here from, like, maybe you have been taught that like being alone is bad, or like I just feel like you are here to represent a positive side of being introverted, of being this hermit energy, of like there can be a positive outcome to you kind of being in this energy. I'm sorry guys if this is all over the place. I'm actually going to pause it, take a little break, refresh my energy here. I feel like I'm just like a little bit drained from just doing the piles back to back. Gonna use the restroom, be right back. Let's see what happens, okay? Okay, I'm back. I feel so much better. Okay, I can think again. Also, sometimes when I need to go to the bathroom, I cannot think. So let's get back to it. So why do people love you, pile number 4? So we've already discovered, through this, there's this hermit energy, there's this solitude energy, there's this also this bully energy. That's what we were talking about. So I feel like it's not that you're a bully, pile number 4, but I think that you can be a little bit scary. You can intimidate other people, and I think that you've set boundaries that people know not to cross. But I think the fact that you even know yourself this well is actually because of how much time you've spent with yourself, how much time you've spent in solitude, and also seek solitude to focus intently on inner life. Like you're not just twiddling your thumbs over here when you're alone. I think that some people don't understand this energy, especially like extroverted energy, because they might need other people in order to kind of get that focus on their inner life, where I think you just needed to kind of be alone, spend time with self, reflect, be introspective, and I just feel like you have a great understanding of yourself. So I think that you know what you like and what you don't like. You know what your choices, your preferences are, and I think that some people get intimidated by this. And also with helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Yeah, I feel like you have made peace with a lot of fears that, I don't know, you might have, maybe in the past people might have saw you kind of controlled by certain fears, that, you know, you might have been bullied by certain levels of fears, and I feel like you have been able to confront them, but it's through your ability to know yourself better. And look at this, guys, we also have addict, helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. Yes. So not only, see, look at this, it's so confrontational, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you, helps you recognize, confront addictive behavior. I think that you, because you have spent so much time in introspection, you have been able to confront a lot of fears and also addictive behaviors, and both of these things have been controlling you. And I feel like because you have been confronting these things, there's this golden opportunity. So why do people love you? People love you, pile number 4, because you're a little scary, you're a little intimidating, but they love you because you know yourself very well. And they also love you because you will confront yourself when you are being controlled by harmful behaviors or fears. Like, you are willing to be honest with yourself to be introspective, to have that honest look at yourself and to see, what am I doing that is harming me energetically? What am I scared of that's holding me back? Like, I think that you just keep pushing yourself and putting yourself in very uncomfortable positions in order to grow, in order to heal as well. We have meditation with Nefti here, meditation. So once again, this is an energy of quiet, solitude, going within, introspection. I feel like you have done kind of gymnastics all across your mind, trying to understand self, trying to understand a lot of things. But yeah, like, I just feel like you have grown to love silence, to love solitude, to love meditation. You have learned to love how to go within, to have everything you need. I think people love you because you don't need a lot. You don't, and that sounds like kind of like a diss, but it's like you find you find happiness within, contentment within your own solitude. I feel like people love you because you could be your own best friend. You are not scared of being alone. Pile number 4. People love you because I think you also represent somebody who has overcome addiction, possibly. You represent somebody who has overcome a lot of fears that just, I think, in the past held you back. So we have solitude here. We also have ground and center. People just feel like you are connected to something. People love that you just are so grounded. People feel like you are very present. You are very here and now, ground and center. Like, they can just come to you and you are almost going to understand the situation because you're grounded. Like, I feel like you might have people who might be confused or in a position of not understanding things for themselves, for their own life, and it's like they come to you and there's this sense of grounding and you being able to sort out a situation because you are in a position of being grounded and centered. We also had bottom of the deck healing waters. So once again, and we also had Yamaya, remember? So she's like a sea goddess. So with healing waters as well, like, people love you because they feel like you're very healing. You're very healing. People love you because they can trust you. We have communication here, and we also have trust at the bottom of the deck. People love you because they can communicate honestly, openly with you because they know that you're grounded and you're trustworthy. They can trust what you're going to tell them. People love you because, yeah, you're trustworthy. You're like the little witch in the cottage, you know, in the forest that people come to for advice and for healing. And people just, I think there's a sense of wonder of like, how do they do this on their own? Love. So I think that you do have love in your life. You do have love in your life here. People love you because you're loving. It's giving a little bit, yeah, pile 2. People love you because you're loving. People trust you because you're trustworthy. And I think you're also grounded enough, I think, to choose who you trust as well. What's one last card we can go ahead and get? to end this reading out. This has been interesting. Pile 4s. How do you guys feel about this one? What do people love about my pile 4s? Death in reverse. People love you because you are constantly challenging yourself to grow. People love you because they know that they're never going to see you in a stagnant energy where you just stay the same, where you repress change. I think that you have the Empress in reverse. I think that you have overcome and put to rest so many toxic behaviors that were not serving you. I think that you have also you have learned how to love change. People love you because of your ability to change, because you no longer represent, I feel like, energies that that some people perpetuate. This looks like to me like generational patterns. People that don't know how to break generational patterns, and they just kind of choose to do the same thing that their parents did. Like, I think that you have really done so much introspection that you know what it is that you personally need. And that's why people love you, is because you have taken care of yourself. Knight of Swords. And I think that people love you because you you might have a trouble communicating. We have communication here, but I don't know, I get a sense of sometimes you might not, like, you need, that would be the focus here of what needs to kind of change, is communicating. Why do people love you? Yeah, because this came out for, I think, pile 3, with this trickster energy, and like what I was telling them was, it's kind of giving me like impulsivity of like just saying anything off the top of your head kind of energy. So people might also love you for that, is that sometimes you say some things off the top of your head. 5 of Wands, competition, competitiveness. People feel challenged by your energy. I don't know if I'm gonna post this, guys. This is, I don't know, this feels like a mess. King of Cups. People love you because you love them, once again. Oh my god, bottom of the deck, Hermit again. I think people love you, but they want more of you. They wish you would speak more. They wish you'd speak out a little bit more. They might feel like they have to compete, for your attention. Some people. I'm gonna leave it at that, pile number 4. I feel like this was a hot mess. I hope that you guys got something out of it though, and I hope that me watching it back, I'll get something out of it as well. Sending you guys so much love, light, protection, blessings. Until next time, hit that like, subscribe, comment down below. See you later. Bye.